The Council, the Camarillo Ranch Foundation Annual Report. Is there someone here to present that report? Please come forward to the microphone.
Good evening. My name is Karen Pro, and I'm the current president of the Camarillo Ranch Foundation, and I am here to present the annual report of the ranch to the city. I'd first like to thank the city of Camarillo for having the foresight to save Adolfo Camarillo's Victorian ranch house, not only for the citizens of Camarillo, but for Ventura County and beyond. The CRF is committed to preserving and maintaining this historical treasure. Regarding our financial picture, the board is well aware that last year was difficult financially. Our ranch's private events fell by almost 25% during the last fiscal year. Our primary sources of income have historically been seasonal, and the current board and staff are addressing ideas which will hopefully improve that seasonality. The Finance Committee, under the leadership of our treasurer, Marty Daly, is leading our current budget process. The CRF has been subject to an annual audit by an outside independent firm provided by the city since at least 2007, and there has never been any irregularities found. However, the entire board is aware of the importance of solving this recent budgetary issue. The Finance Committee is putting some policies and procedures in effect to ensure that we are making all adjustments as the year progresses, which includes new monthly cash flow projections in the new budget for the fiscal year 7/15 to 6/16, which we think will help in our cash control. The board is working with staff and has already reduced spending in several areas. Staff has also organized 3 new events in the last year. The bridal showcase in February netted almost $20,000 and garnered 7 signed wedding contracts. As you know, Adolfo loved to party, and our Throwback Thursday events held on the 4th Thursday of the month from 5 to 9 are a party he would have enjoyed. New people are coming to the ranch who have never been because they're following their favorite food truck. Children are playing on the grass or in the barn watching a movie. It has not only given us new people at the ranch, but has provided a steady revenue stream. And lastly, the 805 event provided us with several $1,000s to our new Send a Child to the Ranch program, as well as marketing perks. The ranch has had school tour programs for years, but it was almost exclusively for PVSD children. The board wanted to expand the program to students in the entire county. So using money from the 805 event, as well as some funds from previous galas, we developed a bus grant program that began last October. Check our website for the criteria and other information about this. Instead of 1 day a week, we now give school tours 2 days a week. And we have given over 10 grants of $350 each to various schools throughout the county. This means that over 600 children have come to the ranch who never would have been able to in the past. We anticipate a few more before the end of the school year. Thanks to a generous grant from the Meadowlark Service League, you each have a copy of this that Bill's going to bring back to us next week at our meeting. This is given to every single child who goes to the ranch and takes a tour. It's a beautiful booklet with some history in it, as well as some activities for the children to take back home and to share with their parents. I thank you for your time. And if you aren't a member of the ranch, those of you here or anywhere in listening distance, I urge you to call the office and become a member. You can then join us on June 7th at the ranch for our thank you to all of our many friends of the ranch. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Karen. Karen, there may be some questions. Anyone have any questions? Yes, Kevin.
Yeah. Thanks, Karen. It's a good report. I look here and I see that the cash flow projections on a monthly basis, which I think will be a real beneficial situation to do.
Yes.
Just a little bit of the feedback that I've been getting is that to rent the ranch house out was somewhat on the pricey side. Now, I have not gone around and done a comparison. It's just some of the feedback that I've got. I'm sure you folks maybe have heard some of that too, and it will be addressed at some point if it's not already been addressed. But that's kind of some of the feedback that I've got.
It has been, and the events director who is in charge of this has offered at various times and at this bridal event discounts for certain periods, and it has been a big boon as far as seeing these discounts for a period of time. Around Valentine's Day, they had one 10% discount, that sort of thing. But, you know, it's more complicated than just saying we're pricey or whatever. We include a lot of things in our price that other event places don't. You pay the price for the location, and then all of these other things are not included. So it's not as simple as just what our price is for our particular site. But we are doing, you are absolutely right, we are doing discounts and doing reaching out. The bridal fair's purpose was for that exact thing.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just thought I'd share what, you know.
We are aware of it. Thank you.
As a business owner, you know, you're always kind of going back and forth with this stuff, so it's not uncommon. So,
True.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Raven?
I just want to, two things. First of all, I think that the board is doing an excellent job, and thank you all for it. And the board for years has kept the house, improved the house, done exactly what our contract has with them has asked them to do. And I wanted to say thank you. The other thing is, it may be pricey, but a lot of other places are pricey as well, and you're booked up.
That's true. Thank you.
Yes, Mr.
You know, we get letters and things, maybe someone complaining about certain things, but to let the public know, we have a person that is in charge of our finance who's a banker in the back, and he's one of the better ones. And if anyone's going to keep the thing in order, that man does back there. And so he'll talk about things I'm not sure what he's talking about. But anyway, we've got a great check, what do you call it, safety net there. Make sure we have qualified people who are checking out those items. I know he's new at it, but he's doing a great job, the reports he's been giving us now. I have one more question because it's been asked of me, and I don't know. The Hartman Ranch at the bottom of the grade, did they buy that from Don Adolfo Camarillo?
You've got to be kidding. You think I know the answer to that? I never even heard of the Hartman Ranch.
Well, the Hartman Ranch used to be part of his ranch. It was huge. But someone said it was either given to them or they bought it. And I don't know that question. I know a lot of them, but that one I didn't know.
Well, I can tell you the person to ask might be Don Mag. He's a docent, and he's now on the board, and he loves the history, and he's done a lot of research on the Camarillo Ranch. And so the next time you see Don out at the ranch, ask him, because my guess is he knows.
Either here, Jerry Olson, I pick on him too.
That's true.
Or
Jerry
maybe
might well.
another docent named Donna Morgan.
Yeah, perhaps.
That's true.
I asked her that question, Donna, because she knows more than I do, knowing that book. But also either he or maybe Stan. Stan might know it too, I'm not sure. Just a curious question I got, and I didn't know how to answer it.
I'll try and find out for you, Mike.
Okay.
Jan, did you have a question?
I do, and it's probably for Mr. Campbell. We have been getting some letters regarding the accounting, and I'm not talking about cash flow or anything like that, but it's just the way they're accounting for some of their income and expenses. I know now that they have our auditors serving as auditors and have, as you say, have given you a clean bill of health as far as the audit goes. But I do notice when it caused me to sit and look at it, and there are some items when you look at their P&L and you look at the balance sheet that perhaps you could give them a little guidance on to help them make sure that they are indeed small things that would never come up in the audit, but just little fine-tuning that might make this just a little better. If you could see my paper, I've kind of got blue lines all over it. So.
Well, when you see next year's budget, you will see some of those things have been. Marty is working on that right now. Next year's budget will reflect, I think, some of those, what your questions are, I think they will be answered. I'm not sure, but I do know he's working on that.
And it's not just, the budget's one thing, but now it's,
Sure.
once it happens, it's getting it into your accounting records, and I think
Correct.
that might be where the little fine-tuning needs to take place.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got one question. You're in the process of searching for an executive director. Could you let us know what your timetable is and what your plans are there?
Well, the task force is at work, and they've just now just sent out in the last few days kind of a timeline and a job description and kind of how they are looking at putting things together, but it's just a first draft, and the executive committee is going to be looking at it this week. I think that I don't think there's a timeline, definitely. We definitely have things in place right now that are working smoothly, and so we want to, it's not that we want to go too slowly, but we also don't want to go too fast, because we feel like this is an opportunity to find someone that we would like to think in terms of as has a vision of the next 5 years, as opposed to just kind of an immediate thing.
And business-oriented.
Pardon?
And business-oriented.
Okay, any other questions of Karen Pro?
I'll move to receive and file the annual report.
Second.
Moved and seconded, we receive and file the report. Any discussion? If not, please vote. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Yeah.